Okay. Okay. Welcome back, you magical being. My name is Lucine, and today we are going to... Oh. Okay. I'm an empath, and I'm sensing you might be uncomfortable. Well, lucky for you, that's gonna change. Hello, you magical being. My name is Lucine, and today we're going to make miniature furniture for my crystals. Those poor souls are just laying out there in the open, bare and freezing. This whole idea started because I found this incredible miniature sofa at a store and I fell in love.
I mean, look at it! It's perfect!
I have a thing for small things in general. I'm basically this guy.
Look at you, a little tiny toilet.
But guess what? You couldn't just take the tiny sofa from the store without paying. And do I look like I have enough money to afford such a treasure? So let's make one ourselves. That way I get my tiny objects and my crystals finally get the throne they deserve. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Now the plan is to make 3 comfy pieces, and since I never crafted miniature objects before, let's start with something basic. Something like a good old lounge, a sofa or an armchair. By the time filming this it's Sunday and all the stores are closed, so let's make use of old materials I already own. Different kinds of fabrics, cardboard for the base structures, some ribbons for details, socks for, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember for what I wanted to use them, especially because I didn't end up using them, so I guess socks to keep your feet warm, polymer for the hard surface pieces, and pearls for details. Now let's cut over to my burnt looking hands. First up, the lounge. I started out by building the base body out of cardboard. For that, I try to divide the whole thing into as many pieces as possible. This part is honestly just a lot of trial and error and often connecting all pieces together to see if they are in the desired proportions. Having good reference here helps a lot. Of course, you could also just measure out and plan everything from the beginning, but that would be way too easy, am I right? After being done with the base, it's time to make the pieces look a bit more welcoming and not like hard cardboard. I chose this brown fabric because the color screams comfort to me, and on top of that it's matching with the color of my good buddy's horns over here. Color coordination, baby. Now looking at it, I realize how much this color looks like chocolate, and I'm so mad at myself for not noticing earlier. Like, imagine I designed everything chocolate themed. What a missed opportunity! Well, next time I guess. Since my crystal's royal behind only deserves the best of the best, I had to choose this fake fur as a cover of the main cushion. It looks a lot like a cloud, and I hope they feel like on cloud 9 when laying on it. Next up, the sofa, the object I craved for the most. Pretty much the same building technique wise, but I did feel a little more comfortable in the medium after building the lounge, so that I tried things a little different this time. Instead of crafting solid blocks as the base, here I more or less built hollow boxes. I would be lying if I said it made a noticeable difference for the end product. But switching it up did get my creative juices flowing. Gluing on the fabric was pretty much the same. Remember, there will probably always be some ugly edges or glue stains, so work with the knowledge of which parts will be visible and which won't in the end product. Cleaning everything up can take a long time, which will be wasted if you can also just hide the areas. For example, a lot of surfaces won't be visible on this sofa, so let's not bother to make them look pretty. To make the objects look cohesive, I made these little fluffy sheets for on top of the main body. God, I love them so much, they're so cute! Sometimes I wonder what I would do without hot glue in my life. I'm pretty sure at this point my whole existence is just held together by the hot sticky substance. No wonder my body is burning itself. So remember those twisted looking surfaces and edges? This now is the wonderful part where we glue stuff to it and hide all our flaws and insecurities. And it has the sweet side effect to make our pieces look more complex and detailed. For starters, I took this beautiful lace, cut it up to match the surface, and slapped it onto there. The same goes for the big face of the backrest. Look how much better that already looks. After that, I glued some ribbon to the most visible edges and damn, look at that, it looks so much more complex. To be able to hide your edges behind ribbon. Next up, the sofa. It's basically the same, just trying to match up the style of the lounge. The part of the sofa that bothered me the most was that horrendous back panel where the glue simmered through the fabric and left those awful stains. I dealt with that issue by the art of not doing anything about it. I mean, it's the back of the sofa, and after I'm done with it, it'll stand somewhere safe and the back won't be visible, so nah. And after the final ribbons applied, it was finally time for the finishing touches. As one of the last steps, I put these pearls onto the head and armrest. But why, you may ask? Because detail. And I really wanted to get a use out of the pearls. It looked like the furniture just needed a little... With that done, there was only the final part missing. A part so important I almost forgot about it. The furniture's legs. For that, I finally got to use one of my favorite mediums of all time, polymorph. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically consisting out of those little plastic beads that turn clear and kneadable when put into boiling water. Then you can form whatever you want with it, wait for it to cool down a bit, and have your new little plastic thingy. It's also very useful for cosplay to make horns, vampire teeth, or for example weapon building, though I would generally recommend it more for smaller object crafting. Long talk, short sense, as we say in Germany. You can see the plastic turn white again, so the legs are hard and ready to get painted, of course. I bought this mesmerizing looking paint that is supposed to give a metallic effect, and I really wanted to try it for this project. But those kind of chrome pigments work best on a dark surface, and the paint needs a layer to stick onto, so let's paint a black base layer first. Now after that being dry, let's see if the metallic paint keeps its promises. I have to say, I was really pleasantly surprised. It looks really good. Since I like this rather rough and worn down effect, I only used one coat, but I'm sure with a second coat you could make everything look authentically metallic.
It's so pretty.
All that's left for now is to glue the legs onto the body. Wow, that sounds wild out of context. And reveal the finished product in 3, 2, 1. And that, my dears, concludes today's video. Are you happy now? Good. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. You can also find me on my Instagram, so say hello there. I wish you a wonderful day or night, depending on where you live, and see you next chapter. Bye!